So today in Dugdha Varga, we will continue with Manushi Kshira or Stri Dugdha Lakshanas. So Manushi Kshira, that is Stri Dugdha Lakshanas, the qualities and the benefits of breast milk. Manusham Vata Pitta Asrik Abhigata Akshirogajit Tarpanaschotana Nasyehi. So Manusik Kshira or the breast milk is useful in mainly the diseases which are manifested because of Vata, Pitta and Rakta. So here the diseases of Vataja Vyadhi, that is as Charaka has quoted, 80 types of Vataja Vyadhi and 40 types of Pittaja Vyadhi. In all those diseases, this Manusik Kshira is used because the Manusik Kshira or Stri Dugdha is having Madhurasa, Shitavirya and Madhura Vipaka. So useful in Vata Pittaja Vikara and even in the diseases of Rakta. So here Asrik is the blood. So in the vitiation of blood or in the diseases which are occurred because of Rakta Dhatu, so there Stri Dugdha can be used. Next one is Abhigata, Akshirogajit. So here you can consider Abhigata is any sort of injuries and Akshiroga is eye diseases. So here basically Abhigata Janya Akshiroga. So in eye diseases, so this Manushik Kshira is used as Ashchotanartha, that is for the eye dropping purpose. So in redness of the eyes or in burning eyes or in any conditions which are related with the eye, any sort of infections related with the eye diseases, eye conditions. So there you can use the Manushik Kshira or the breast milk as eye drops. Okay, immediately it will give relief from the conjunctivitis. Okay, so it may be ciliary conjunctivitis or it may be any other conditions of eye. Okay, and mainly this Stri Dugdha is used in the form of Tarpana, Aschotana and Nasyakarma. So Tarpana, as you know, it is a Akshitarpana Vidhi. So after making construction around the orbital area with the help of Masha Piste, that is a black gram paste, that cup-shaped construction is filled with medicated ghee, or here even Manushi Dugdha is also used for Akshay Tarpana. Okay. Aschotana is just like eye drops. Okay. Then Nasyaihi is for Nasya Karma also. This Manusik Kshira is used. Okay. So here Stri Dugdha is used in the form of Tarpana, Aschotana and Nasya. Okay. Next one is Avika Dugdha. Avika is the sheep. The sheep milk is useful. The qualities are the uses of the milk of the sheep. That is a Avika Dugdha. Shloka reference for Avika Dugdha. Arudyam Trishna Avikam Vata Vyadhi Haram Hidma Shwasa Pitta Kapha. So here the Avika Dugdha is useful in it's having Ushnavirya and it is not suitable for cardiac conditions. Okay. So Arudyam. Arudyam is it is not suitable for cardiac conditions. Okay. So Arudyam, it is Rudayasya Ahitam. It is not suitable for cardiac conditions. Ushnam Avikam. It is having Ushnavirya and mainly useful in respiratory conditions. You might be knowing the Avika Dugdha are the sheep milk is useful in respiratory conditions, especially in Shwasa. Okay, so Vata Vyadhi Haram. So mainly Avika Dugdha is useful in Vataja Vyadhis. As Charaka quoted, 80 types of Vataja Vyadhi. So in all those conditions, this Avika Dugdha is used. Then useful in Hidma Shwasa. So Hidma, Shwasa, Kasa. These are the three conditions which are related to Shwasanavaha Samsthana. So in these conditions, even Avikadugdha is used. Hidma is hiccups, then Shwasa is respiratory distress. So Acharya Charaka has quoted 5 types of Shwasa Rogas. So among them, Tamaka Shwasa can be correlated with asthma. So in all the conditions, this Avikadugdha is used. But as per the Hemadri is concerned, so Avikadugdha is mainly indicated in Vatajanya Hika. Okay. So as Hemadri is commented on this shloka, and he explains that the Avikadugdha mainly helpful in Vatajanya Hika. Okay. And even in Shushruta also quoted the same thing. Patyam kevalam vateshu shwase cha anila sambhavi. So even in Vataja Shwasa. So here even you can consider Tamaka also. That is a Tamaka Shwasa, the asthmatic condition also. This Avika Dugdha is. And also Pitta Kapha Pradam. Pitta Kapha Pradam means so it increases Pitta dosha and Kapha dosha. It increases excess use of this Avika Dugdha. It aggravates the Pitta and Kapha dosha. Next one is Hastini Kshira. Hastini Kshira is the milk of elephant. Okay, elephant milk. So Hastinyaha Stairyakrit. So here the elephant milk, it strengthens the body. Clear? And the next one is Ekashafa Dugdha. So as I told you, Ekashafa means the milk which belongs to the animals with single hoof. So here you can consider the horse or the donkey. Okay. So Ekashafa Dugdha means it may be the milk of the horse or the donkey. Yes. Okay. Badamushnam tu ekashafam laguhu shaka vataharam sa amla lavanam jadatakaram. So here, especially the milk of the horse or the donkey are having slightly sour taste. That is a amla lavana. Amla lavana means even though all the milk possesses madhur rasa, but the ekashafa dugdha, that is a milk of the donkey or the as it consists amla and lavana as anurasas along with mother rasa. So that's what. So ekashafa dugdha is light for digestion and it's having ushnavirya and mainly it relieves the vata dosha which is present in shakagata rogam. So Shaka Vataharam. Shaka Vataharam means so the Vata which is situated or aggravated in Shakagata Rogamarga. As we discussed in the previous chapter that the Trivida Rogamarga, Postagata Rogamarga, Shakagata Rogamarga, Marmasti, Sandhigata Rogamarga. So here this Ekashafa Dugdha is helpful in Shakagata Vata, in the vitiation of Vata dosha in Shakagata Rogam. Jadata Karakam. Jadata Karakam means excess use of this milk causes laziness. Okay. So these are the qualities of Ekashafa Dugdha. Next one is the qualities of raw milk, the uncooked milk. Okay. So here the qualities are Payo Abhishandihi Guru Amam Yuktyam Srutamato Anyata. So here The meaning is the amadubda. Amadubda means which is not boiled one. Okay. So amadubda is heavy for the digestion. Okay. So the uncooked milk, it acts as abhishanda karaka. Abhishanda karaka means which increases the secretion from the tissue pores. And guruhu means it is heavy for the digestion. Here, paya is the synonym for milk. The milk which is ama in nature. Ama paya. Ama paya means which is not boiled one, uncooked one. So the uncooked milk, it acts as abhishanda and which is heavy for the digestion. Clear? Yuktyam shrutamato anyata. The properly boiled milk possesses the qualities opposite to these two. So that means it will become light for the digestion and it doesn't increases the secretion from the tissue. In the same continuation of the next line, Bhave Gariyo Atishrutam. So Atishruta, overcooked milk or overboiled milk, it acts that it will become too heavy for the digestion. That is Gariyos. Gariyo means it will become too heavy for the digestion. Daroshnam Amrutopumam. Daroshna Kshira means the freshly collected milk or the milk which is drawn from the udder of the cow that acts as nectar. Okay. So Daroshnam Amrutam Amrutopamam. Amrutopamam means Amrut is the nectar. The Daroshna Kshira, the fresh milk which is directly collected from the udder of the cow. So it possesses the qualities same as Amruta. Okay. So these are the different references for Kshira Varga. So here we discussed on 8 types of Kshira and the qualities of boiled and unboiled. Okay.